Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So same routine as always. We're gonna soften the cuticles with some alcohol or whatever, you can use cuticle remover. Just wet them so they're soft. And then we're going to push them back. And then I'm gonna use the other side of the cuticle pusher, removing any excess cuticle. If I still see that I haven't got it all, then I'm going to go in with my drill bit, cuticle drill bit, which I did not use in this set. And you see how I'm scraping away all the excess cuticle around the sides of the nail. You want to get rid of all that white, flaky, dead skin on the nail plate. Afterwards, we're going to go in and remove the shine, and I'm going to use a 240. The other side's a buffer. So I'm going to remove all the shine and then clean under the nails with an orange wood stick. Orange wood sticks work really well for this step. We don't want our client or ourselves having a nice set of nails, but they're really dirty underneath. So make sure not to forget that step. After all that's done, I'm going to dust off all the nails with the dust brush, manicure brush, and then cleanse them with some alcohol. Or you can use a gel cleanser. Alright, so I cleaned the nails really well. Now we're sizing our tips. I'm wondering, what should I use? Should I use tips or forms? So I usually go in and out of the tips that I use or forms and see what type of nail bed she has and what's going to best fit. And I thought the natural tips I have would best fit her nail plate and give us the shape that we're looking for, like a rounded. She wanted a real round shape. So I thought this be a good tip to use. So make sure you know when you're doing yourself or a client, you pick out the right tips. If you want to use tips, forms. Sometimes some tips are really hard to get on someone's hands, on their nails. So different tips work different ways for people. So now we're going into our acrylic application, and I'm using this gold mix that I made, and it's 2 gold colors. One of the mix inside of it is Shimmering Sand from Young Nails, and then the little gold hexies is in it, and it's another gold glitter from Martha Stewart. That's all we used, and then I capped it with clear acrylic. We did this on 4 nails. The 2 thumbs and I think the 2 ring fingers. They're just plain gold. We just go in. I use 2 coats of protein bond on each nail. After I placed the tip on, then I put the protein bond on. I cut the tips into shape how we wanted, blended the tips in, and then we went on to our application. Alright, so on this nail, there's 2 of the nails, or 4, we do like this. 2 of them will be black, and 2 of them I will use Young Nails Cover Pink. So I get the gold right here, and I'm using a tip. See how I'm using the other side of the tip to cut the acrylic? I don't have a tip, one of those French cutters I don't have. So this is all I had, and this is what I used, so we can make sure and get that perfectly crisp smile line, because this is the design we're doing. So then I go on to the black acrylic and just place it on the nail like I'm doing here. Then I'll cap with clear acrylic. 2 nails get this same design, and then 2 other nails will have the same gold at the cuticle, but we'll have Young Nails Cover Pink at the bottom. And that too I cap with clear acrylic. Alright guys, so this is a color blocking technique. So this bead you want to be not runny, but you want to be able to place it and start to work your cuticle. And you see how it is right here? You want to let it sit for a minute. Don't cut into your acrylic yet. Wait till you know you're not going to smush it and mess it all up. So it has to start, you don't want it matte, but you want it like a rubbery consistency. And I'm using a razor blade for this. And this can be dangerous if you can actually slice the natural nail with this. So as I do this, you see I leave a little bit, I don't cut all the way in. I still leave a little bit of that same acrylic at the bottom. See, I don't grab, there's still a little bit. If I can't grab it all, I leave it. You can also use, if you're scared to use one of these, you can also use string or dental floss. So be very careful if you're going to use a razor blade. Do not even touch the natural nail at all if that's what you're using. So I use that and I cut into the acrylic, and I do have this the one I love to use. You cut into the acrylic, the tools I got from Wildflowers. But I actually left those in Vegas when I was just there. So I have to wait because we're working on our move right now. We're moving back home. So I'll get those back as soon as we get out there. And so with the gold, I just grabbed the razor blade and I just pushed up the gold. I didn't have to cut into it. I felt we had enough crisp line as it was. Then I just got the black, just like I'm doing here, simple enough, going around. And then I will cap this too with clear acrylic. So if any of you guys went and picked up any of those tools from Wildflowers or eBay, use those to cut the acrylic. There's a tool on there that cuts it perfectly, but I didn't have them with me. So anyways, here are our final results, and I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching, and I hope you like this design. As we liked it, she liked it, and I hope you guys do too. Love you guys.